Hey, Bernie family. I'm Phaedra, the goddess of love, and I'm diehard Bernie or bust more now than ever before. Even though it's always been all the way since before he ran, I've always loved Bernie. Bernie. Um, so I want to talk about my love for Bernie. I love Bernie so much. I loved Bernie before he ever announced. When I found out he was going to run, I was so thrilled for America. I was like, oh my God, America's going to be great again. Not that it, ever was like what it could be, but at least the people, we have the spirit that, we dream big and we accomplish a lot. And, we can make something really, really super great with Bernie in the lead. But the rest of them, they don't care. We just saw what game they're playing. So anyway, I'm a yogi and a channel. And I come bearing a message for us from the universe. And what that message is remember, it's all a game. Life is a game. We have to remember they're playing a game. Those Clinton people and her vast band of people who just do enormous favors for her, like, get her off of a FBI criminal investigation, that she obviously did something criminal. She's got those friends because this is their game. The 1% is playing. They've remembered that life is a game. They're playing the game of life in a way that makes sense to them. There are a few people who have hearts. The 1% tend to not be, connected with their hearts. The rest of us are, especially the Bernie people. Like the Bernie people, we are the true heart people. We're the only ones living in truth right now. Even Obama's gone, even Elizabeth Warren, she's gone. They're on the other side. Their brains have been sucked out by the evil reptilians or something. They're not human anymore in the way that it takes to run our country. And so anyway, the message from the universe is that we must see it as our game. We've been letting ourselves be pawns in their game. Their game is to be master and slave. They've been playing this all throughout American history in different formations. And, this certain type of American wants to have slaves. And we haven't psychoanalyzed it because that's not part of their game. They just get to do that in their game. And the ones that are in power now have, taken over money completely. So it all belongs to them. And we have to sort of slave for their corporations and for them in some way. It's their game. Guess what? We have an equal measure of life force energy, which is what creates this ribbon of life that we're each living out every day. And our whole, mutual societal life that we share together. So they've taken over that by brainwashing us, by telling the story their way and ignoring our part of the story, even if it's true. That's their game. That spirit that we have as children to play all day, that's the human spirit. That's life force energy. We still have it running through us. Our bodies will still, play a game of life if we don't control it. We've seen what happens. We get sucked into somebody else's game who is controlling it. What we do now is we stand up and remember this is a game. We talk about all this crazy stuff that's going on as if it's a crazy game, and then we focus on our world that's creating. We tell it from our perspective. No more, giving them our energy through our words and our focus by talking about them and their version of life. We see how they control the dialogue and how they use that energy plus focus on words to create a world that is not a fair mutual world. It's a crazy world. They just make up rules for themselves as they go. Obviously we can't live under their rule anymore. This is the Second American Revolution. And so basically, let's play this smart. Let's be like, how kids have that, focus and drive to do it in a different way that's never been done before. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to, crank up our love for Bernie. That's what's brought us through. That's what's created all the miracles that their money, can't even touch. These huge stadiums full of people, and the bird landing on him. Everybody knew that was straight from the universe. A sign. Anyway, let's play it with love. Don't go into anger. Don't go into hatred. If you think of it as they're just playing their game, that keeps us from going into anger and hatred, which is deadly for us. It stops us from feeling the love that the heart people who we are meant to be riding on. We need to stay in joy and love and happiness as much as we can, and they know that about us. So they do this crazy mind games on us, to keep us enslaved. We can't buy that anymore. No matter what, we have to stay in the love vibration. So anyway, I'm going to be going on a journey to Philadelphia, and hopefully talking about love and its power and our power as Berniacs, and winning this nomination in Philly. Not even bigger than the nomination. Whatever happens next, I want to be a part of it. I want to keep that love going into people and talk about it and report back to you guys. So please donate to my Still Bernie Gotta Go to Philly GoFundMe account. I appreciate that. And mahalo, namaste. I love you guys. We will do this. Bernie is love, and love wins over fear. We've got to know that.